All right, so let's focus on the feature here. The feature is called HMU, which is hit me up, which means when we click here, this button gets enabled, start HMU. And once this checkbox is clicked on, it collects this email address, and these are the lists or posts by several different users. So they have several different email addresses here. So once this button is clicked, this email address is collected and added to this button. So let's say we do multiple, choose 3 of them. And if we click Start HMU, it takes us to a form called the self-list HMU, hit me up form. So here, all those emails that got collected are inserted into here via this link here, right there. In Gravity form, we have a custom field setup, and it's gonna go ahead and dynamically populate this box right here. And now if I send the email, let's say, okay, so I just filled out the form. Now this message will be sent to all these 3 people. So let's click on it. All right, so we have a successful message here that email was sent successfully. And now let's go check if we got the email. All right, so I have all 3 of those email addresses open here, and as you can see, all the inbox all has 1 new email. Let's go one by one and look at the timing here. 11:23. This one 11:23. This one also has 11:23. Now let's keep opening up, see if this is the exact one. Yes, this is the message I typed up. HMU message from self-list by John Doe. Here, let's open it up. Exact same message. Again, exact same message. So now let's go figure out how it was done. Okay, so let's take a deeper look at the functionality here. Let's look into this button which is disabled right now, which is right here, and the attribute disabled is right here, right? So now let's go look at what email address is here, just by hovering over and look at this email address. And now let's click on this checkbox. Boom, this gets enabled. The disable is now removed, and that email address is now right here, got added. So let's do a couple more. Let's check on this one. Look, this email address gets added, and one more, and this email address gets added, which is right here. So the reason we are building this button with this URL is because this is the dynamic field, and this link will carry this to the page where this Gravity form is and take this dynamic data and drop it into an input. We'll look into the Gravity forms later, how this is set up, but for now, let's go to the backend JavaScript to find out how this is being generated. Also, before we do, let's look at what happens when we uncheck them. Keep an eye here. I uncheck, it removes it. Uncheck, it removes that other email at the same time. Now, if I remove the last one, this will become disabled. So now, no matter how many times I click on it, it's not going to work. So that being said, let's look at the JavaScript. Okay, so I'm at the back end, and this is where I organize my JavaScript and my Sass. All my JavaScripts are written in object-oriented fashion, and they're all compiled using Gulp.js. So basically, all my Sass are coming from this main.scss, and all my JavaScript, it collects all the modules from here and organizes them here and compiles this one and minifies it. As you can see here, Gulp watch, it's actually live compiling all my Sass and JavaScript. Just to demonstrate quickly, take a look at this timestamp right here, and let me go make a change. Okay, let's say in this file, I'm just gonna add a space, and save it. Right, now let's go back and now look at the timestamp. It just compiles my JavaScript components, and look at the timestamp here. Okay, now let's look at this script file a little bit. I'm using the ES6 import functionality to bring in all my modules, and then I'm using another ES6 class in here and instantiating all my modules with a new operator, right? So the one module we're interested in this section is this one, HMU link maker. As shown before, the dynamic link that is created for that button, HMU link button, is done by this JavaScript or this module. That's it for this video, and in the next video, I'll give you a detailed walkthrough of this module JavaScript, which is done using ES6 in a object-oriented fashion. Stay tuned. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please smash the like button and the subscribe button. This will help me bring more free contents like this to you every week. Thanks again.